Dear students, our topic is functions. Okay. A function is a self-contained block of statements which performs the predefined task. Okay, a function is a self-contained block of statements which performs the predefined task. Okay. For example, if a program is big and complex, the program is big and complex, it can be decomposed into smaller manageable parts using functions. Okay, right. For a function can be called any number of times. A function can be called any number of times. It allows reusability. It allows reusability. It reduces the size of program. It reduces the size of a program. For example, we are writing to a calculator program. Like in this calculator program, addition, uh, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So we are writing. It is a complex program. It can be decomposed like individual individual block, like self block, like addition, subtraction block, and multiplication block. Okay, and division block. These are we are separated with addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division block. It is easy to understand the user. The program functions used less maintenance. Okay, the understandability program is easy, very easy for user and programmer and compilers. Okay, it performs same set of instructions and different set of data. Okay, functionalist calls like other functions within functions allows the calls of other functions within. For example, in this function, like here if function, okay, we can call like a function in this block of statements. Okay, a function. So function allows calls of other functions within. Okay, right. In this function, same function call and other functions also call. Okay. Next, the functions are categorized into two types, two categories. First one is system defined function. System defined function. Second one is user defined function. User defined function. Okay. The system defined function also called as library function also. Library library functions. Okay. Library function also. Okay, predefined function. So what is a system defined function? For example, we have a mobile. Okay, by default in this mobile, like by default programs, by default apps, like ringtones, by default ringtones. Okay, so every ringtone and every app of the what is like each and everything, but every program యొక్క meaning అంటూ ఉంటుంది. Okay, like the compiler know that every programs, every function like printf, like printf statements. Okay, so in this printf function, the purpose of printf function know that the header files like library functions. What is printf function here? Printf is the output statements. Okay, so each functions meaning have there. Okay, each function meaning have there, like a scanf function. It is also system defined function. So by default the compiler designed every function have a meaning. Okay, the scanf, in this scanf, what is meaning? Scanf is the input statements. Okay, the user enter the data. Okay, that retrieve and storing. Okay, send the compiler. Okay, send the compiler and accessing the data. So this is the scanf, like our input statement. Next one is user defined function. What is user defined function? System defined function already what is the meaning of like function. Here the user defined function, the function that are defined created by the user to perform his own operations. The functions that are defined are created by the user to perform his own operations are known as user defined. The predefined functions means the functions that are already defined in the system known as system defined. Okay, the system defined meaning the functions that are already defined in the systems are known as system defined function. The user defined, the functions that are defined as created by the user to perform his own operation known as. For example, we are creating a add program. So there is no add function in this C compiler. So we are creating add functions like C is equal to A plus B. C is equal to A plus B. Okay, like this is called like a user defined function add. Okay, so next one is defining defining a function. Defining a function like a function structure of a function. Defining a function. Defining a function. Okay, like structure of a function. This is a syntax. This is syntax. What is syntax here? Syntax is a rule and grammar. Okay, like procedure. Hi, in this syntax, return type, return type, function, function name, return type and function name, parameter list. Parameter list. Parameter list. This is function header. Like next one is local variable, local variables and statements also there, and code and code. Here in this place, flower bracket begin, flower bracket close, called as a function of a body. Function body, like function body. Function body. This is the function body. Okay, this one is, this is the function body. The first line means like return type function name parameter list. This is the first line. Here return type function and parameter list is known as function header. Function header. Okay, function header, right? And the statement with in curly braces is called as function body. This is the curly braces. This is called as curly braces. Flower brackets like curly braces called as a function body. Okay, right. Next one is return type. What is return type here? Okay, a function may return a value. A function may return a value. Okay, a function return a value. The return type is the data type of the function, data type of the value, like integer type. Okay, integer and character. Okay, character, float. Okay, this is the function returns. Like when a function not returns anything, we write. Okay, A function may return a value. We are using integer or character or float. The function not returns anything we write. That is called as void. VOID. We are writing this void type return. Okay, this is void. మనకి రిటర్న్ టైప్ వాల్యూస్ కావాలనుకుంటే ఇంటీజర్ క్యారెక్టర్ వాడుకోవాలి. ఎలాంటి రిటర్న్ టైప్ అవసరం లేదనుకున్నప్పుడు వైడ్ ని యూజ్ చేసుకుంటే సరిపోతుంది. దట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ రిటర్న్ టైప్. వెన్ ఏ ఫంక్షన్ నాట్ రిటర్న్స్ ఎనీథింగ్ వి రైట్ వైడ్. నెక్స్ట్ వన్ ఈస్ ఫంక్షన్ నేమ్. ఓకే, ఫంక్షన్ నేమ్. వాట్ ఈస్ ఫంక్షన్ నేమ్ హియర్? ఏ ఫంక్షన్ స్పెసిఫైస్ ద నేమ్ ఆఫ్ ది ఫంక్షన్. నేమ్ ఆఫ్ ది ఫంక్షన్ లైక్ integer a, integer a parenthesis semicolon. This is a is here function name, is a function name. Okay, is any the function name is any valid C identifier and therefore must follow the same rule of information as their variable in C. Variable ki ఏ రూల్స్ ఉంటాయో దీని కూడా సేమ్ యాజ్ రూల్స్ లైక్ ఫంక్షన్ నేమ్ ఆల్సో. ఓకే, నెక్స్ట్ పారామీటర్ లిస్ట్. ఓకే, పారామీటర్ లిస్ట్. వాట్ ఇస్ పారామీటర్ లిస్ట్? డిక్లేర్స్ ద వేరియబుల్స్ దట్ విల్ రిసీవ్ ద డాటా sent by calling program. These they are refers to as formal parameters. These parameters also used to send values to calling program. Like parameter also known as argument list. Like in this parameter list, like integer, comma integer. In the argument list like a comma b, the passing values like 10 comma 20, just like parameter passing list. Okay, right. Here function body. Here function body, the function body contains declaration statements. Okay, for performing the required task, okay, the body is enclosed with curly braces like flower bracket begin and flower bracket close also. Okay, local variable declaration like int char ch. This is like here ch means like a variable. Okay, and function statements like void a, show like a functions. Okay, statements. Code means like here c is equal to a plus this something, x plus y something, addition program or subtraction program, triangle program. Okay, circle, area of circle. We can declare any logic and something, any code means like a logic. Statements like we can declare a printf or scanf. Anything is like a statement. Variable local declaration, local variables means declaration, intimation before for example in this logic we are using x and y. So before indication the compiler called like identification like x and y here in this place. Okay, right. This is function body, local variables. What is the function, what is the function type? Okay, right.